As cliche and perhaps eye-rolling as it can sound, Radiohead is my favorite band. Pablo Honey is them being young, getting a record deal, and it gave them their biggest hit, Creep. It's the most basic thing they've ever put out, but don't get me wrong, there's some great deep cuts here, and it's an album that I've come to love more and more over time. But The Bends was them shying away from becoming one-hit wonders. Every song on this record could be a radio hit, but it's never basic or cookie cutter. I love how it goes between loud, shredding guitar tunes. Then there's these acoustic come-downs. It plays into the popularity of Britpop, but also takes a lot of influence from American indie acts like REM and the Pixies. OK Computer is where we'd really start to see them experiment. It would bring in a lot of different eclectic instruments. It would contribute to strange noises in the background of various songs. Yet, despite these avant-garde techniques, a lot of the songs on this record were very marketable. It became a massive hit, and in the aftermath, they became one of the biggest bands in the world. There was pressure and expectations with the next record, so with Kid A, they made a bold move. Got rid of the guitars and experimented a lot with electronic music. People ate it up. Personally, I think it's their best album. It served a challenge when it came to translating these songs to a live setting. It was also supposed to be a double album, but instead, 8 months later, they released a follow-up, Amnesiac. They finished up sessions from Kid A, but added jazz elements. They went on tour for both records at the same time. And man, when it came to playing these songs live, they translated beautifully. Hail to the Thief is kind of a culmination of everything they've done sound-wise up to this point. Kind of like a good send-off, because this is where they fulfilled their obligations to their label EMI. It's also more of a political record because there was a lot of shit going on in the world at this time, and it's a fantastic album. But within Rainbows, they could really do whatever they wanted. Its sound is very much like the title, a rainbow of different styles. Sometimes it's dreamy and upbeat, others it's stripped down, other times it's sad and melancholy, and it's one of the best albums they've ever put out. The King of Limbs, I would best describe it as noise that happens to have rhythm. It's also oddly their danciest record, and it almost feels like an album they put out there for people to remix. And again, it gave a challenge when it came to translating these tunes to a live setting, and let me tell you, they did great with that. The Moon-Shaped Pool is Radiohead with nothing to prove. They found new ways to experiment. Here specifically, getting a bunch of tape decks and crafting songs together with them. Kind of like a more avant-garde version of a lot of indie pop that was prevalent in the mid-2010s, and it's another solid record.